On February 4, 2025, SpaceX launched another batch of Starlink satellites. The mission was called Starlink 12-3. It lifted off from Cape Canaveral in Florida. The launch took place early in the morning. This launch was important for SpaceX. It was another step in their plan to provide internet access to everyone. The Starlink satellites are designed to beam internet service down to Earth. This will help people in remote areas connect to the internet. The Starlink 12-3 mission carried 21 satellites into space. These satellites are special. They have technology that allows them to communicate directly with cell phones. This means that people will be able to access the internet from their phones, even in places without cell towers. The Starlink satellites are quite sophisticated. They are equipped with advanced technology. This allows them to communicate with each other and with ground stations on Earth. The satellites have small, efficient thrusters. These thrusters allow them to maneuver in space. The satellites are placed in a low Earth orbit. This is much closer to Earth than traditional satellites. This allows for faster internet speeds. When data travels a shorter distance, there is less lag time. This is important for activities like video conferencing and online gaming. The direct-to-cell capability is a game changer. It allows people in remote areas to have internet access. This technology can be used in disaster relief efforts. It can also be used to provide internet access in developing countries. The Starlink 12-3 mission used a Falcon 9 rocket. This rocket is reusable. This is a big deal in space exploration. Reusability makes space travel cheaper. The Falcon 9 has two stages. The first stage is the big one. It lifts the rocket off the ground. The second stage is smaller. It carries the payload into orbit. The first stage of the Falcon 9 rocket is designed to land back on Earth. It can be used again on future missions. The Falcon 9 that launched Starlink 12-3 was a veteran of spaceflight. It had already flown 20 times before. This particular mission marked its 21st flight. After launching the satellites, the booster landed on a drone ship. The drone ship is called Just Read the Instructions. SpaceX has launched thousands of Starlink satellites. These satellites form a constellation. This constellation provides internet coverage to many parts of the world. The goal is to provide internet access to everyone, everywhere. The Starlink network is still growing. SpaceX is launching more satellites all the time. The more satellites there are, the better the coverage, and the faster the internet speeds will be. Starlink has the potential to revolutionize the way we connect to the internet. It could bring internet access to underserved communities around the world. The recent launch of Starlink 12-3 is another step towards achieving that goal. The fog at Cape Canaveral couldn't stop this important mission. SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of space exploration. They're also working